Hello friends, welcome to How to VLAN channel. This is DB VLAN stream. Today in this video, we are going to see how to manage the backups we are taking using OKV. So when I say manage backups, say for instance, in the last video we saw how to take the backup, how to schedule a backup, and how does the backup happens and where does it get stored. Now you keep on taking backup. Who will manage to purge the backup? It is someone's responsibility or some schedule's responsibility to purge the backups such that the backup destination is not full and your new backups will start failing. So that is the today's ask now. And what Oracle says for that is it's called manage backup destination policy. They call it so you can have as many backup destination policies as you need, and then for each of the destinations you can map one of the backup destination policy accordingly, which is nothing but purge policy. Which backups you want to preserve, which ones you want to purge. That is what we are going to do. So the first step is, as usual, we need to connect to the OKV console. So let's connect it now. All right. So for creating the backup destination policy, you need to log into the web console of OKV with user who has a system administrator permission. So here our user account as usual is admin and I have already typed in the password. I'm connecting to the OKV web console, and whatever we are going to see, we are going to do this in the first node and then we will do it on the second node. And I have already booted up my backup VM where we are taking the backups. If you see, this is the destination where we are keeping, and this is the machine on which we are keeping the backups. You see there are two destinations, one for the OKV node 1, the other one for the OKV node 2. They are two different directories and more or less they are of same size. So now the next step is, so now they are 1.4 GB only because it has only one backup. Imagine if you are taking too many backups, then we eventually will consume all the disk space left on this particular mount point. Say for instance, if you don't purge the backups, then all this 26 GB which is available will be consumed and no new backups can happen. That puts our OKV into risk. So to avoid that, we need to now secure a backup. Let's go to the system administrator OKV console. As a system administrator, log into the OKV console. Go to system. Okay, let's go to system and then settings. Okay, let it take for a few minutes. Settings. In the system tab, we need to go to the settings, backup and restore. Yeah, you go to the backup and restore, and then system backup page. So we are in the system backup page. You go to manage backup destinations. Yes, manage backup destinations. And then manage policies. You see there is an option called manage policies. So manage policy is a new one that we are learning this time. Alright, let's select manage policies. Okay, and we don't see any policies already exist. So we need to create a new policy now. So as per the instruction, we need to create and save. So let's go create the new policy. So it asks me for the name of the policy, recent backups to preserve, and purge after this many number of days. So we need to come up with a naming convention. So what is naming convention we had? Destination name remote backup dest one. So we will, for this purge policy will not be used for anyone else. Maybe we can say it as backup policy 1, backup destination policy 1, or something like that. So, or we can name it in such a way that name of the policy will be backup destination policy underscore 01. Okay, something like that we will keep. But this doesn't make a lot of meaning. Let's keep it this way. Backup destination policy 01. I don't want to change any default value. Recent backups to preserve 10. Purge backups after 30, which means I'll explain you what they are. If you look at the screen, this is the date on which we're taking the backup, and this is the backup identity. This is what the preserve count. This is what purge count. So we have it as 10 and 30 default, but I am keeping 10 and 15 for explainability. So here, every day as the day passes, there will be a new backup. A full backup is created, assume. Okay. So full backup 01 to 16 for 16 September. So the preserve count is only 10, meaning from here until here, all the backups will, so you can see 10 count. So these 10 backups, recent backups of OKV, for that n number of days, the backup will not be purged. Anything older than that, they are candidate for purge. But still, OKV will not purge all of them. It will purge only the backups after the purge after count is reached. So if you count from here to here, it is 15. So it should purge anything older than 2nd September, which is 1st September. That's why you see this color here. So this is how this backup purging happens. So let's go and preserve the screenshot too. I'm going to leave it in the default setup. So an explanation for above. This is what Oracle says. Okay. Now let's go click save. Okay, we have a backup destination policy 01. Now the next step. So we created the backup policy. Now we need to assign this policy to someone. Alright, so the next one is change backup policy. But for the change, you just go here. You just click on the edit button. So change policy, click on the pencil button, and you get this option to change it. That's all. So you can change both the number of backups to preserve, preserve backup count, as well as the days after which the backup should be purged. Alright, so now let's move on. We don't have anything to edit here. The next task is suspending the backup policy. Okay, so if at all you don't want to purge any backup, you have to suspend the backup policy per individual remote backup destination. So let's see how it works. I am here. So you can see create, delete, and cancel options are there. We're not going to do this. You have no option to suspend them globally, but you have a remote backup destination here. Shall we map the backup policy here? You see here now you got a backup policy. All right. So we will assign this policy over to the remote backup destination 1. Earlier there were none available, so it was showing us none. Now we have one policy available, so we map to that policy and click save. So now we have one backup which is using this backup policy for purging its own backup. So remote destination is using this policy for purging the backup. Okay, it asks me for the password. The remote destination password it again asks. Okay. Alright, now we don't have the policy informations reported here, but you can click here and you see the backup policy getting reported here. You have the suspend and resume option. That is the next option, which Oracle says. So suspend resume. Alright, let's move on. So you can see here the backup policy is this: preserve backup consistent, purge after 30 days. This is the only backup that is available on this remote backup destination. Okay, so it does report this backup information, and we already saw the suspending and resume because you just saw it's how it happens. Now if you want to get more details about the backup destination policies, so just go back and go to the manage backup destination, manage policies. Now you click here. I think you'll get to know all the backups that were purged. Alright, yeah, it shows me a list. I mean, with this particular policy, which backups were purged. I think you will get to know all that information from here. And I don't know if you will have an option to see, because but Oracle says you will be able to see here. Get the info about the list of available backup destination policies and backups impacted by them. OKV system management balance backup destination available backups and policies associated with backup destination. Manage backup destination. Okay, let's go. Manage backup destinations. Alright, so we are here. Fine. Available backup and policy associated with backup destination. You can see here available. We don't see that. So this is the available backup, and yeah, backup destination we know. Then manage policy, current backup destination policy and policy backup. Okay, so if you go in here, you don't get anything other than this. Okay, fine. I think this is all. What do you get? So this is how we have to manage the remote or local backup location in terms of its capacity. So I'll share this document video here, guys. So if you really like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to How to Learn channel. So please share this with your friends so they also benefit from the knowledge sharing session I had. In case you have any real concerns or you have any feedbacks to share, please feel free to share them in the comment section. Thank you. Bye.